The news day continues here on One News Now. I'm Charles Lejano. Cebu province is now bracing for severe tropical storm Odette. To tell us more about their preparations, we have the Freeman senior reporter, Ms. Kaycent Magsumbol, joining us on the line. Good morning, Kaycent. Could you tell us, first and foremost, what is the situation like over there? Is Cebu already experiencing some rainfall or strong winds?
Good morning. Yes, so far, the weather is okay, although we are already in signal number 1 for central and northern part of Cebu. Except, although we have received reports that in Bugo, there's already some rain. It's already raining, but only slight. Pero meron na ring mga na cancel na trips, inter-island, mga boat trips.
Right, so it is still relatively early in the preparations, no? Kaycent, could you tell us how exactly is Cebu province preparing for the severe tropical storm? What are some of the measures that are being taken?
The governor had issued a memo to the local government units here to make the necessary preparations. Although, it's better to be prepared than to be sorry. Although, based on our reports, Cebu City had been prepared since last Friday pa. Tapos, sumunod na yung ibang mga LGUs.
Right, Kaycent, I understand that there are some evacuation efforts that are being prepared for. Where are some of these key evacuation sites located?
Most that already been done about it. Mostly some of the schools and also the barangay gyms, and also the church is also helping for anyone who wants to evacuate as early as yesterday.
Right. So, Kaycent, could you tell us more about what kind of impact is being expected by the local governments of Cebu, and will there be suspension of classes or work in the province?
So far, none yet, but the governor has already issued a memo that if ever necessary, if the local executives may issue orders for. Hello? Yes. They have just already ordered to suspend classes or work if necessary.
All right, thank you for those updates. That was Freeman senior reporter Kaycent Magsumbol. Despite the high demand brought by the holidays, farmers in Benguet are struggling to sell their produce as they're reportedly facing stiff competition from smugglers. Mean Los Baños with the story.
Many Filipinos now flock to Divisoria to stock up on food items for holiday celebrations. But some of these goods, including carrots and cabbages, have been a source of pain for Benguet farmers and traders. Appearing before the Senate, they alleged that vegetables have been smuggled from China to Divisoria for the past 2 months. They claim that the smuggling is so large-scale that it has affected 130,000 stakeholders due to market preference for cheaper imported vegetables.
At a daily rate, nagpapadala po ang buong Benguet and other parts of Cordillera ng 1.5 million kilos of assorted vegetables per day. Pag ito po ganitong pinapasok tayo ng mga smuggled goods, hindi na po na-order yung mga gulay natin dito.
Nasa mga warehouse sa Divisoria, sa Tondo, Manila at sa Carbon Market sa Cebu. Mr. President, ayon sa ating mga vegetable growers, bumagsak ang presyo ng gulay tulad ng carrots mula 70 pesos a kilo at naging 25 pesos na lamang a kilo nung bumahana ang smuggled na carrots.
Even the entry of Korean strawberries threatens one of their main produce. These imported products, the group says, also poses health risks.
Actually, mas malaki po yung jumbo size ng strawberry ng Benguet kumpara dun po sa Korean strawberry. Ang diferensya lang po, which is why yun din po yung question namin. 1 month po yan na nasa cold storage, nag-travel po yan, pero hindi po siya nalamog.
Sa tagal ng biyahe, bakit sariwa pa? May mga preservatives yan. We should really avoid buying them. Yun ang talagang totoo nun. Di ba? Delikado, kaya nga high risk eh.
The Bureau of Plant Industry has said in the past that the imported strawberries will not affect the local suppliers as it is more expensive due to its quality. But the timing of its entry did not sit well with lawmakers, especially now that the fruit is in season.
Actually, not the intention to kill the local farmers. Being part of the trade organization, so we have to balance.
For Senator Ping Lacson, there must be an interagency conspiracy. That's why illegal importations persist despite several inspections in ports. The Bureau of Customs acknowledges that there are really smuggled goods in the country.
We admit, sir, that in some instances, ito'y nasisingit, sir, sa mga containers, napapalamanan ba yung mga containers. As I have said, sir, sa first border inspection, limited lang kasi yung capacity and capability namin for first border inspection.
As per the Justice Department, 75 cases have already been filed over agricultural smuggling. 39 have been dismissed. There's no clarity yet if anyone was convicted for economic sabotage. Reporting for News 5, Mean Los Baños, we are One News.
The Bangko Sentral has identified the persons tied to the Mark Nagoyo persona used in the BDO hacking incidents. BSP Technology Risk and Innovation Director Melchor Plabasan said multiple individuals were behind the unauthorized transactions. Plabasan said the BSP had ruled out a phishing attacks since none of the victims gave out their credentials or OTPs. That's why Plabasan said even BDO itself may be subject to sanctions if found non-compliant with safety and security measures.
One of the quick wins then is for us to, because the real persons behind Mark Nagoyo have already been identified. So I think BDO and the other institution, Union Bank, will definitely file charges if these persons allow their accounts to be used for this fraudulent activity.
For their part, BDO says they're in the process of reimbursing the almost 700 clients affected by the fraudulent transactions. The bank assured the victims that BDO will shoulder the losses that resulted from these incidents. A political analyst says President Rodrigo Duterte's withdrawal of his senatorial bid is not surprising. In an interview with 1PH's Sa Totoo Lang, UP political science professor Jean Encinas Franco admitted that she expected Duterte to exit the senatorial race. Encinas Franco explained that Duterte's previously short stint at the lower house proves that he never really liked to be in Congress.
Hindi na ako nasurpresa kasi madami talagang nangyari for these elections, in the run-up to the filing of the candidacies. And I guess napag-isip-isip din ni Pangulong Duterte that the Senate is not for him, no? Kasi it's a deliberative body and I don't think he has the patience for it. He was just also endorsed by his very own daughter. So parang hindi yata sila nag-usap. Parang ganun yung dating sa akin.
Meanwhile, political analysts Dindo Manhit and Ed Budtayo agree that President Duterte is not a lame duck. That's despite backing out from the senatorial elections. Speaking with the chiefs, the analysts explained that Duterte still holds considerable political capital.
First, we have to define what we mean by lame duck president. And the way I understand it, it's called lame duck because, a sitting president could no longer do significant action.
I don't think he's a lame duck. He still has influence over decisions of COMELEC or courts, maybe indirectly, or so given the court cases against Mr. Marcos. We know that that's where the lame duck question might come in also. Will it be decided independently or with some influence coming from the president?
Let's find out where presidential aspirants are headed today. Vice President Leni Robredo will be in Pampanga, where she's scheduled to meet the Benedictine sisters, as well as some alumni of St. Scholastica's Academy. Robredo will also lead the ribbon-cutting ceremony for her headquarters in San Fernando. Meanwhile, Manila Mayor Isko Moreno is going to Calibo, Aklan where he'll be meeting Mayor Emerson La Chica and other local officials. He will likewise pay a courtesy visit to Aklan Governor Florencio Miraflores. Moreno is also set to hold meetings with local cloth weavers. Miss Universe Philippines Bea Gomez says there's nothing she regrets about her performance in the 70th edition of the international pageant. In an interview, Gomez said she already expected the Philippines to bag one of the top spots in the competition, knowing that she did her best to represent the country. She also revealed details of her conversation with actress and Miss Universe 2021 judge MARIAN Rivera, a video of which has gone viral online. Gomez shared that she told Rivera about how she could not stop smiling during the preliminary competition, that she spotted the actress cheering for her, despite this being prohibited among the selection committee. The beauty queen also said that she is incredibly proud of her friend, Miss India Harnaz Sandhu, who was crowned Miss Universe 2021.
I know how hard I've worked, and all I ever did was deliver my best. So for me, yung best ko is not just limited to top 16 or top 10. I was really aiming for the crown. But it's just that there are some girls who were really destined to get the crown, and which is my very good friend, Harnaz Sandhu. And I'm very proud of her. So no regrets po sa performance ko. Para sa akin, hindi po kulang kasi binigay ko po lahat.
Here's a quick look at some of today's headlines. The NDRRMC warns some 10,000 barangays are within severe tropical storm Odette's forecasted track. Some flights have also been canceled ahead of the storm's landfall. Former Chief Presidential Legal Counsel Sal Panelo says President Duterte's family urged the chief executive to back out of next year's polls. And the PBA is set to welcome back live audiences starting today. And those are the top stories at this hour. Join us again later at 10:45 a.m. as we continue to monitor the day's biggest stories. You can also catch One News on the Signal Play app. Register for a free account at www.signalplay.com so you can stream One News live anytime and anywhere. I'm Charles Lejano. Mask on, wash hands, and stay safe, Philippines. We are One News.